Hope you guys are doing well. Shanika and I decided that we'd do another video for you guys, but this time talk about our experience and some specific issues that we've covered in class. We've experienced it, so we thought we'd share it with you.
Yeah.
So number one is poverty porn.
Yeah. So if you guys are following me on Instagram, then you know that I love taking pictures of children. And I've been taking pictures with random little kids because they're just so cute. And in the photos, it looks like poverty porn. It looks like I'm trying to show like, oh, look at these poor, like impoverished children, and here's me helping them out doing social work. When that's not the case at all. I'm just, even in America, I'm like, oh, those cute kids, and I go take pictures with them because I'm weird, and somehow I don't get arrested. So I do that here too, and an example is this. I don't know if you can see this picture, but it's just like you can just tell the clothes look different. Like the kids don't have shoes on. The background looks different than where Tatina and I are staying with our host family. So that's one example. And then there's a few others that I have, but it's not trying to exploit the kids, or it's not me trying to exploit them. Sometimes poverty porn is, but there's just some examples of these situations. Here's another cutie. Just look how cute they are. This is actually an orphan child that Tacina's cousin and his friends put on a program to have on Valentine's Day to spend the day with about 150 orphans and play games with them, have lunch with them, and everything. So I took pictures with a lot of those kids also, and I just see how poverty porn can be unintentional sometimes. Even when Tacina and I try to dress down, it's just you could just still see a difference. So unfortunately, that has been happening.
So the next topic that we're going to talk about are the ethnic minorities in Bangladesh. There are about 32 different minority groups within Bangladesh, and it's really cool because they're integrated within the community. They're here and they're working in the town that we're living in, but there are also small little pockets with different communities. So Shanika and I had the opportunity to go visit a community, and they're called the Manipuri people. We were able to sit with them at the temple and have a conversation, and it was so wonderful to see how strong of a relationship they have with one another, and that was just such a wonderful experience. So yeah, and Shanique has a picture she's going to show you of two little kids. One is a Bengali looking girl.
This girl is of the mainstream Bengali look. I don't know if that was socially appropriate, and then this little girl, that cutie pie, she's part of the indigenous population. So as you can see, her skin tone is different, her facial features are different, her eyes are a little smaller, their hair is a little different, kind of. Everyone has straight hair here except for this little girl. But yeah, you can definitely tell the difference when you see them. And our bus driver who drives us to our internship, he's of the indigenous population also. So they're really just integrated in the cities. And then there's also some groups who live in the rural areas and really stay separated on purpose and really follow a lot of their traditional customs as their choice, which might bring us to our next.
So next we're going to talk about the child laborers in Bangladesh. We went and visited. We got separated for the first time. That was a really big deal.
Traumatizing.
We managed. We got through it.
We made it.
So our agency, we talked about this in our last video, but our agency has a program called Non-Formal Primary Education. So it's basically for child laborers, for students, for kids who've never been to school before, for them to get an education, but at the same time, it's like recreation. So they incorporate an education in games. And these are kids who are rickshaw drivers. So rickshaws are like these little bikes with a little cart in the back that you sit on, and they drive you around. They're welders, carpenters. The girls are housekeepers. They sew clothes. So it's really sad. And these are kids between. That's a rickshaw. So little 7-year-old, 8-year-olds are driving rickshaws around town.
Yeah.
So we saw that, and it brought us to the issue of child welfare.
So a lot of the families there is no child welfare here, really. So a lot of the family, and there's not really a lot of social services.
That's our next point.
I'll just
social protection.
Yeah, so there's not really a lot of social protection here in Bangladesh. The government doesn't step in to help anyone out unless you have been in the workforce, the formal workforce, like paying taxes and things. So a lot of the people who live in the poverty areas, they are doing jobs that, are under the table, stuff like that. And they're not paying taxes, and they're making below minimum wage, and the government is not stepping in. Like, there's no food stamps, there's no Medicaid, no Medicare. So they're just trying to live on their own. So a lot of them end up having their children work. And these kids are doing these really strenuous jobs, like Christina said, from age of like 6 years old, 7 years old, and they're bringing their baby siblings, like toddlers 2 and 3. So, because there's no childcare, or, nowhere for the babies to go either. So it's just really sad to see, but it's great that our organization that we're working with has these programs where they can teach the kids from 7 to 14 years old in one classroom, because none of them have been to school. So they're all on the same curriculum, starting from like kindergarten level. So that was kind of emotional for both of us, even though partly because we were separated, but also because it was really, it was eye-opening. That was one of our most emotional days here so far. So yeah, we're learning a lot. We're eating a lot of great food.
Dr. Deepak, she's eating all
You've gained some weight.
Food. Oh yeah.
You could probably tell. Show you my good side. But yeah, it's been really wonderful so far. And we're almost 3 weeks in, so we'll be back soon. We have 41 more days to go. We're not counting down or anything, but but yeah, we miss you guys, and we hope you didn't forget about us. And we'll see you in another YouTube video.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Near a classroom near you.
Yeah.
Or in a classroom near you.
Or on your laptop at home.
Sorry guys, it's really hot right now.
Yeah. So we're gonna cut this short.
Bye.